My name is Jason Littman. I head up talent acquisition for a top-tier Salesforce consultancy and partner called Silverline. We have been a top-tier partner at the summit level, previously known as Platinum, within the Salesforce ecosystem for quite a number of years. Silverline, as a company, we were founded back in 2009. We are approximately 500 people globally. We run full end-to-end implementation services, integrations, enhancements, ongoing managed services, so on and so forth, all within the Salesforce ecosystem. So we are 100% Salesforce specialized. From an industry vertical perspective, we cover financial services, insurance, healthcare and life sciences, and media and entertainment. And our clients range in size from large to small to major organization, publicly traded to, and everything in between. So Silverline has been quite successful in hiring talent stacker, graduates across many different types of roles and opportunities internally. I've lost headcount track of how many I have hired, but I know at least 5 in the past 6 to 7 months. And we have hired those coming out of the Talent Stacker program for any number of roles, from our Academy program, which is similar to Talent Stacker, where we will train and develop people's experience from the ground up, from consulting skills to Salesforce and everything in between. We've also very successfully hired Talent Stacker graduates straight into roles like business analyst, project managers, solution architects, as well as developers, across multiple lines of business within the organization. What I have found with the Talent Stacker program that separates those graduates from general folks is especially those who are making a career change in their life. The foundational knowledge that Talent Stacker has provided people is really wonderful in the sense that it has both the classroom training style learnings and development, but it also then puts people onto real world projects. So when making the transition into a firm like Silverline or anyone else, it is very much an easier transition to have had some real world experience, especially for those, again, who are making a career transition and perhaps might not have had any sort of, prior Salesforce experience. Alternatively, those who are looking to increase their capabilities and learnings in a more formal setting versus just self-learning on trailheads and whatnot for growth, we've also very successfully found people who go straight into a direct role within the business analysis, project management, and otherwise areas that have had just, again, an increased amount of formal training and knowledge base that sometimes people in the real world might not have achieved or might have been trained differently and might not be following some of the best practices, at which point sometimes a firm like ours might need to help kind of retrain people to follow a more formalized process, a little bit more regimented, as opposed to just kind of going here and there, a little bit more loosely. So I find that those who come out of the program have a really strong, foundational knowledge, both at the entry level as well as the more experienced folks. I'm very happy to say that those who have come out of the Talent Stacker program have done very, very well within the organization. I will say this with a little bit of cheekiness, but I'm happy to say that I have yet to hear of anyone who might have been let go or released from Silverline as a result, not as a result of Talent Stacker, but as, post the program. So again, I've heard nothing but great success from those who come in, even to the Academy program. In fact, a couple of the folks who were in this year's Academy actually, far exceeded expectations, and they even had an expedited Academy experience to be put onto projects sooner than some of their peers who had less formal training coming in the door. So again, another wonderful, foundation of knowledge the Talent Stacker provides to really put people in a wonderful trajectory. And so again, I've heard nothing but great experience from those who have been hired, that have come out of the program, both for Academy and, again, the more professional folks, all have done well. I've yet to hear anything negative or concerning, for any of those types of people. One particular gentleman who I hired, his name is Nadeem. He was in the Academy program. He's one of those examples that he got expedited through the through the program because he had strong foundation knowledge from you guys, and really did well Nadeem is one of my not one of our wonderful stories as far as gaining the experience, settling in, and really kind of thriving very strongly. Another specific individual, Holly Bartos, was making a major career change, from her prior experience that had absolutely nothing to do with Salesforce. And she's already been a wonderful addition to the team. She was hired directly into our media and entertainment department as a Salesforce consultant / business analyst, and have wonderful feedback. We've continued to help her develop her skills. And for someone who's not been in the ecosystem prior, she's just an absolute wonderful hire that is really thriving in the environment. The camaraderie between the teams and the graduates and the alumni and the referral network, and everyone being so open and willing to share their friends and their networks, and hey, I had a good experience with you, go talk to this person and go talk to this person. And even when it doesn't turn out that they join Silverline, the alumni network, I think, is wonderful. And from a long-term perspective, I think that is a wonderfully beneficial thing for those who go through it and come out the other end and continue their journey in the Salesforce ecosystem. I would absolutely recommend Talent Stacker, and I have to many candidates that I've spoken to that haven't been a part of the program. If anyone making a career change, anyone looking to further enhance their skills, I think Talent Stacker is definitely a wonderful program that has provided great value. I would surely recommend other companies looking at Talent Stacker to be a resource and a source for great talent. Of course, we all recognize that it just depends on the experience level and the hiring needs of each individual organization. But when training is available for those who are more entry level in the ecosystem, again, I think Talent Stacker has a wonderful foundation of knowledge and training that especially with the real world projects, that really tees people up for great success. So I would absolutely recommend other organizations in the ecosystem look for Talent Stacker individuals and partner as well.